What's going on, guys? Alec here from Oz Fury Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at Foundry 42s around the verse section for what they've been up to. So here we have the whole sea with the texture and modeling work going on. Quite a big ship, quite a lovely looking ship as well for a cargo hauler. This is going to be pulling quite a fair bit of cargo in 3.1 because 3.0 does not get this vessel. It won't be ready in time. But here we have an in-game shot of the ship. Here we have the interior, guys, seeing the hallway, the lighting work. It's quite eerie when the lights go out, in my opinion. A bit misty and a bit freakish there, but it would make for a great bit of cat and mouse if you're trying to chase someone and steal a ship. Next up is we have this mechanism. Not sure what it's meant to be. I would assume that it's meant to be like a cargo detachment mechanism. Electric magnet sort of scenario going on there, but until we get told, I'm not going to actually say what it is. Next here we have this art and light pass for the ship. So here we have what looks to be like an escape pod door or a maintenance door or something. I'm not quite sure. They're a bit too quick for me to try and read anything there, but it's quite cool to see what they're doing with it. Here they're showing off the lighting, actual, the elements of the game. Next we have our Misc Razor. So this is the work in progress / previews. They've just hinted there. So this vessel is going to be quite nippy and quite fast, obviously being a pure racer. Not sure how it'll work out of atmosphere, if you'll be able to actually fly this around in the PU just for chills. It might be restricted to just the race course. It'll be interesting to see what the final use of this vessel will be for those who buy it. Let us know if you bought one too and what you plan to do with it, if you just plan it to be a final racer or even like a single-seater run-around ship between your different massive convoys. Here we have the Buccaneer, guys, showing that they've been working on the actual slipstream there. The Constellation Aquila's been getting work done, showing the engines blowing off there. Here we have the Misc Prospector. Here it is flying around, so it's actually in-game. Now what they've been showing here too, guys, is the engine trails, showing the, as we see those lights coming off the back of the engine, the sort of gases being expelled. Here we have the guns, so there's a new gun range called the Preacher coming out, which is cool to see. Now what they have here, guys, is the, actual UI for selecting different parts of the cockpit. It's not just going to apply to cockpits though, it's going to apply to all things. It's basically like the next version up from what we have now in 2.6.3. So as we can see, we can select all sorts of stuff. Now here they're showing off to the item selection. So we can pick up this helmet here, go carry, puts it under your arm, and you walk over to here, and this is the coolest part about it, though, I reckon, is you can actually place it in whichever angle you want. So if you want to have it upside, or not upside down, but left, right, whatever, I imagine you'd be able to throw it too, as we'll see in a second, that all items that are of a certain weight will be able to be thrown and have a certain amount of physics applied to them, so the actual weight will be sort of how far you throw. So if that helmet was heavier, it'd be, wouldn't throw as far or, whatever like that. Here we have vaulting, so it's shown at normal. We've seen this in 2.6.3. Here's if you're tired, take a while to get over. Now, here's a fail version. I've seen some people saying that they think it's bad. You should make it that you just like roll over or tumble over, which, yeah, I could see where it's going with both sides. Now, here we have when you run out of stamina, your accuracy, which I think is really cool because I actually do shooting as a hobby, and yeah, that's what it's like when you're trying to run around and aim a gun. You're all over the place. Here we have, guys, atmospheric leakages. So if you get shot in your suit, even though if you heal yourself, you will still be leaking atmosphere, or leaking to atmosphere and oxygen being leaked out. So after that, guys, we have this beautiful, beautiful cargo interface that they've been working on. This is what's going to be for 3.0. So all the different ways of building it, that's just what they're showing here. But in a second, we'll see that they'll actually have an interface. Notice it says Grim Hex. So Grim Hex will be a trading station as well as Port Olisov. So those two are definitely confirmed to be trading stations at this time. Next here, guys, they're showing off the interface from before. They're going to implement it to all aspects of games. So whether you've got like a little computer inside, like where you're going to Port Olisov now to, request your ship, or if you're trying to get into a ship, or even if you're trying to use the cockpit again, like we've seen, all aspects of the game will have this setup of use. Similar to if you played No Man's Sky when you're trying to go through inventory, that sort of style. Here we have the heads-up display, the revamped version. Notice left-hand corner they have a map, which is awesome to see. Now they've sort of trying to streamline your notifications and all the different assets of your HUD and what you're trying to do. Try with different ideas on how it works. Curious to see what they're going to use for each of them, what part they're going to take. So it'd be good to see a final version of that really soon. Here they're showing the different field of view depth. So for those guys who like to see really close up or really far away, or whatever, or if you have wide screens, this will be paying a big difference for what you guys will be seeing. Really cool to see all this work being done, and it's just great to see them moving forward with everything, guys. Alright, guys, so what they're showing here too is meant to be sound working, so if you're further away, whatever, the sound will work and you'll be able to like actually hear the differences. But what I want to show you is just the gun and this ACOG scope on top, which is really cool to see that they're getting further along with attachments, not just building guns. Next to is have a listen to this, guys, it's cool. You You go, Alec, that's just a bloody wooden floor. Yeah, that's because what's really cool about it is the tool that gets behind it. So instead of just having an audio play, they can actually manipulate the audio to make it harder, sound softer, sound harsher, whatever way they want to do it. They can do it with this tool now, which is really impressive because it's going to change a lot for us in game, especially when 3.0 drops and you've got so much different stuff going on that you need to hear, especially if you're getting attacked by pirates or whatever. Speaking about audio, guys, here they're showing a word way of actually maintaining all the different audio logs for voices in game. So from anything you can think of, it's going to actually manage that audio for voices. Here they're showing off the truck stop. So there's a bit of concept art here. Here's a habitation unit that's going to be for, you can actually have your own room. Here's the outpost, guys, showing it sort of with livable stuff in there, like containers and all sorts of things going on. Next here, guys, is a truck stop. We've seen this in the last 3 weeks, but it's actually all finished. All these modules are meant to be done and ready to go, although we won't be seeing truck stops till 3.1. So obviously, because they finished the art, they haven't quite finished the implementation of the game. Next on the list is firearms. So for handheld firearms. So here they are showing off a laser gun, showing the rework of it, showing the release of heat and the way it fires and all that sort of stuff, which is really cool. I forgot the name of the gun. Crap. Anyway. And here is the big boy, the rail gun. So this is an actual ship penetrating weapon. So I'm guessing you can use it to take out people too, but it's designed for actually piercing hulls of ships. Now this will be coming later. I don't think it'll make 3.0. I'm fairly certain it's 3.1. Here's a Devastator shotgun, guys. Energy base, so that was really cool to see. So all sorts of cool work going on at the moment. Here they're showing off the different substances with bullet deflections and things. So that appears to be metal, and this appears to be stone on the right hand side. Well, that's the lasers, sorry, I should go back. They're showing ballistics and lasers, and then they're showing it on the right hand side with the stone there. And here they're showing the shoulder mounted guns, how they work when you're running around and stuff, because like I said, this sort of stuff won't be coming until 3.1 as far as production schedule is concerned. So here they are flying around in space with it too. So yes, when you're in space and you're in EVA, you can fire the gun, although I suspect it will have a lot of kick and push you backwards. Now what they're showing here, guys, is how the game actually takes in your input and shows you like moving around and how you got your stamina there and how you're trying to fire and everything's going blurry. So that was really cool to see too. Here's the jump mechanics, guys. So instead of jumping as if you've got a gun in your hands or whatever, they've been working on making it so it's more realistic as if you're jumping properly. And here they are, guys, with a shotgun reload, which I think looks absolutely freaking amazing. So I'm just going to leave it with you guys. I thank you for joining in. Hope to catch you guys in the verse, and toodaloo.